CIA of mortgage. On to the third letter of this, which is the A. If you can guess what it stands for, it's assets. And what they really mean by that is cash assets. So it's money that you have available for down payment and closing costs. Now, some people want to say assets, they have different things of value, hard assets, but what they're talking about is cash. It's the only thing that matters to the underwriter in this case. Do you have the money to be able to qualify for the loan? And so often with cash assets, there's a lot to it as well. Are you going to be getting a gift from a family member, right? If you're getting a gift from a friend, that could be a huge issue, and we might not actually be able to use that money even though it's in your account. Cash has to go through what they call a seasoning process. And so what's on the bank statements, your beginning balance, your current balance, and your ending balance, or I guess the current withdrawals or additions throughout the month, and then the ending balance, those things are really important. And so if we're seeing money going back and forth, then they might not be able to use all that cash depending on where it's going and where it came from. And so if you have mattress money at home, do not take that money from your safety deposit box, from your coffee can or wherever, and put it into your bank account, and it shows up on the bank statements saying, look, I got 30 grand now for my down payment, let's go get a house. It doesn't work that way. If you have cash, call us. We will try to figure out where it came from, why you have it, and how to use it correctly so that you can get qualified for a mortgage. The other piece with cash is, Zelle payments, things like that for work. Maybe you have some side jobs. Some of that money can really be kind of fishy sometimes. And so all the rules with cash and assets for mortgages is to make sure we're not using any money coming from money laundering, illegal activity of any sort. And so all cash has to be sourceable. So if you're doing just kind of a normal thing, you're getting paid by your job, it's going into your bank account. And then, of course, that money is accruing, hopefully over time, because you're doing a great job of saving and preparing to buy a house with a mortgage, then no problems. But if you see big swings, maybe you're a commission person and you just get huge commission checks, well, that's okay. That's easy to source because we can show that it came from your job. So any kind of cash that's coming from anywhere other than your job definitely can raise red flags to underwriters, and we need to be here to coach you to make sure that you can use the money that you've worked so hard for to get a mortgage. So the last of the CIA, credit, income, and assets. All three of those things have a million different branches that you can go down and talk about that we do on a daily basis with the underwriters to make sure that you get qualified. But simple conversations up front with me, mortgage broker, we're going to be able to help make sure that none of those things come into play. And you don't have any issues last minute at the 11th hour, once you're in contract, once your earnest money is already at stake. So we're going to be doing that up front. We're going to collect the documents from you, right? Pay stubs, W-2s, tax returns, anything of that nature. Those are the very simple bank statements, be the last ones. And then, of course, driver's license to make sure we are talking to the person that we're supposed to be talking to. Those are the simplest forms that we can collect from you to make sure we know you're going to have a real shot at getting a mortgage. And then we can really start to talk numbers, budget, making sure we're negotiating for you on the right angles, making sure the team is put together with the right real estate agent that's going to be able to do the work for you that you need. So hopefully that helps, gives you a real basic elementary understanding of how to qualify for a mortgage. Next, we're going to talk about different steps and things to watch out for to get you started on your home buying journey.